This guy, Tymon Kolasinski, is one of the fastest cubers in the world and has been dominating the scene for several years. But let's go back in time to July 30th, 2022, when this domination first started.
Potion.
It was at this moment where he got the first sub 5 average in the world and marked his dominance in the world stage. However, as you know, it didn't last long because later in September of 2022, Max Park tied the record, and later came Yihang Wang, who showed the speed cubing world who's boss. Yesterday, at the time of recording this video, he did something that was truly remarkable.
Potion.
He got a 4.74 average of 5 and destroyed the previous one by a tenth of a second. Fortunately, I can show how the fastest solves of the average was done, and maybe you can learn a thing or two. Let's dive in. If you want to follow along, scramble with white top and green front. So first, Tymon notices that you can do a triple X cross with this orange and green piece, the orange and blue piece, the orange and blue corner, and the red and green corner piece. So first he solves the orange cross piece, then he solves the blue cross piece, then he notices the orange and green corner and inserts it so he can connect it to the green and orange edge. Then he solves the red cross piece, and he's completed the triple X cross. But instead of doing a D to solve the cross, he does a wide U move to prevent any rotations to solving the free F2L pair. Then he solves the pair and does this CBLL.
Potion.
If you want to follow along, scramble with white top and green front. This solve is probably the most simple solve of the average, but what Tymon notices is that free pair and a few other pairs. Also, he notices the simple cross solution. So first he inserts the orange cross piece and the green cross piece, then the red cross piece, and then the blue cross piece. And like the last solve, he does a wide U prime to solve the blue and orange pair rotationless. Then he solves the free orange and green pair, and during inspection or with look ahead, he solves the blue and red pair like this. And then what he notices with this F2L pair and the way that all the yellow pieces are sorted out, he noticed that the OLL case will be an anti soon, so he cancels into it as he solves the F2L pair. And then he ends the solve with a G prime.
Potion.
If you want to follow along, scramble with white top and green front. So first what Tymon noticed is that he has a pretty simple cross solution, and he can make an X cross with the orange and green corner piece and the orange and green edge piece. So what he first did was solve the red cross piece, then the green cross piece, and then after that he did an R2 to solve the green and orange edge piece, and also to preserve the free pair. But then what he did after might have been a mistake, because what he did after was a wide U prime, and then he did a U2 and then an R. And then after that he did another U2. After that he inserts the blue cross piece, then he does the blue and orange pair. Then he gets a free green and red pair and he solves it. Then he solves the red and blue pair. And then he does OLL and then PLL. After looking at all those incredible solves, I think we can conclude that Tymon is the absolute GOAT. No, but seriously, I think we can definitely tell that he's definitely changed his solving style. For example, over recent years, he's started to do less color neutral solves and more dual neutral solves. As you can see, in this sub 5 average, he only did solves on white cross and yellow cross, which we haven't seen in over 15 years. But anyways, if you want to get as good as Tymon, subscribe.